Have you ever felt like you consumed too much? Scrolled on Instagram too long? Listened to music for too long, even if it's your favorite? Do you feel that itch? The primordial gods talking to you when you stare at your phone for too long? Are you unsatisfied with your life and only feel good after making something or consuming something healthy for the soul? Congratulations, you are, maybe, but probably a suffering artist. Join the club. I can tell you why I hate being a creative. I would love to be one of those people that don't see anything more in life. They just get up and can go do whatever it is they want to, right? No existential crisis, no internal conflict about who you really are and who the outside world thinks you are. But here I am, making music, painting, dancing, singing, all of the above, and the world looks at me funny. Yeah. AI explosion. Replace creatives, all that nonsense. Real creatives are already above it. We have a soul to maintain. A cacophony of love, distress, and bundled anxiety about meaning, religion, ethics, death, all in one body. We are going to create anyway. There is no way around it. It is really funny seeing the way the world is going, because everything really does have a equal and opposite reaction. The more they have tried to take away the pen and paper from the people, the more we have realized how important it is to make anything, to hold something close to you. Isn't that crazy? Don't you know what I'm talking about? I am so sorry if you are watching this video and are like, what cult did I accidentally walk into and join? Listen, you might not have been able to articulate what you feel, because I don't think any of us can. But if you feel something, make something. It doesn't have to be painting, singing, dancing, sculpting, it doesn't matter. Having or making something beautiful is never a bad thing. So much of our time is taken up by consumption. And the people wonder why the McDonald's has lost its color and is now just a glass building like every other one next to it. The scales truly fall off of your eyes when you realize that you are one of the soul searchers. When you realize that creating is important, or art, or the human experience is really important. When you realize that life is bigger than you and contained within you at the same time, that's the actual nitty-gritty. Bridging the gap between the life within you to the life you have lived and how the world sees you is the noble goal. Being a creative is like being a translator for the United Nations when no one speaks one another's language, right? And of course, there will always be, this guy's weird, she makes weird sculptures, their song sounds strange. Until you're the biggest artist on the planet and everybody is singing your praises about how much you're a genius. That's sometimes how it goes, right? It's weird not seeing other people around you be as creative, because it can be lonely sometimes. I used to paint quite often. I still do paint every once in a while, but obviously time obligations and, like I said, consumption, scrolling on Instagram 12 hours a day is a full-time job, okay? But painting for me was an absolute fantastic time. And some of you might feel it as well. Whenever you create anything, even if it's not great, even if you're not great at the thing, it still feels good to put yourself on paper, even if you hate it directly after making the thing. I know how that feels after making a video, after making a painting or a song or something like that. But I think if you create despite not sharing with anyone, and you feel a bit better about things when you put your soul into an art form, I believe that's what the end goal is. It is to properly translate the inner world to the outer world, which I'm not entirely sure anyone has ever done properly. Anyone who draws or paints will tell you, or I guess create anything, you can make something that everyone likes, but you despise it. You don't like how it looks, you notice all the bad details, you realize that it is you incarnate, and sometimes you don't like what you see in the mirror. But you can also make something you love, but everyone else doesn't like it. I think the translation still has to be correct for the artist. Creation does take skill, it takes practice, and it doesn't seem important until you wonder why your kids don't like most of the new cartoons coming out. Why another Dora the Explorer hasn't been made. Why another SpongeBob hasn't come out. Unless it has, I live under a rock, sorry. Why some Hollywood movies are getting quite stale. Why are there less 2D animated movies? Please, God, if you are listening, make more of them. Being an artist, a creative, whatever it's called, is so much more important than we think. If you think you are one, if you consume too much, if you feel like you have no stake in the world, a pen, a pencil, paper, write a poem, get sculpting, make cool ice sculptures, dance in your room, turn on some music. I don't know what it is, but if any of this has resonated with you, you might need to get creating. Of course, I couldn't properly articulate myself, and some of you are probably wondering why this gaming channel is talking about art and philosophy, but I need to get this off of my chest. If you feel like the consumption of the world is too much, if you feel the weight of the world and feel like you have no stake in it, you don't have to be famous or some type of great. You don't have to be the next Kanye West. I don't think you want to be the next Kanye West. You don't have to be the next big singer. You don't have to be the next big dancer, TikTok star. I think you're cool the way you are. Well, I gotta get back to doom scrolling until I make another one of these. Please be well. Thank you so much for sticking around.